Good afternoon, Recovery Drive members. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, on this Monday lunchtime, South African time, 13th of December, nearly Christmas time. And people are starting to go and leave, etc. Those that can afford to go and leave. And I want to welcome you all on the Zoom. And then we're going to do the Q&A and the update regarding the transition afterwards as well. So let me start with the presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most exciting opportunity ever. We are introducing the world's most reliable, fully automated, self-driving ecosystem that will blow your mind. Fasten your seatbelts and enjoy the ride. Together, we will embrace this global opportunity to raise funds for each other, to raise funds for equal access, opportunities, representation, and sustainability, to raise funds for something bigger, to raise funds cooperatively to recover our losses, to raise funds cooperatively to restore everyone's hopes and dreams. We will all achieve this through a brilliant crowdfunding donation system where we focus to become the world's largest pay-it-forward crowdfunding donation system cooperatively with Co-op Life. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Co-op Life Recovery Drive for the love of freedom.
Hey, before we carry on with the presentation, let's just go through a couple of disclaimers. That the information shared in this presentation is not considered as financial advice. And as members of the Recovery Drive and Co-op Life, we are not financial advisors and we are merely sharing our personal experience of this incredible opportunity. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not an investment. We're talking about crowdfunding and we're talking about donations. So the origin of the Recovery Drive is where the forum members were also part of previous platforms that were suddenly discontinued by its founders or shut down due to authorities' investigations. And we can name quite a few companies in that one, especially in the crypto world. There are about 80% of those opportunities that are offered are typical pump and dumps, where they promise you 3, 4, 5% per day, compound, etc. It all sounds too good to be true. They hook you in, and then suddenly all information on the back office is lost due to the website being shut down, and then leaving people destitute with the realization that they've just lost all their funds in these platforms. Now, when we're talking about the Recovery Drive, we undertook to develop a viable and feasible concept within a legal and international compliant framework to assist and offer all members who've lost funds on previous failed platforms, or just people that would like to participate in the Recovery Drive, an opportunity to recover not only financially, but also their credibility. Now, what do we mean by credibility? There are a lot of leaders out there that did brilliant marketing and brought a lot of people in certain of these platforms, suddenly to be shut down. How does it make those leaders feel? How does it make the presenters feel? They presented an opportunity that looked all legit and suddenly just closed down. So they just lose credibility. And this is to recover financially, but credibility. And we certainly considered various options to achieve this through the Recovery Drive. Now, the Recovery Drive has been designed to assist members with a platform which requires a minimal once-off or no contributions through a pay-it-forward system to be able to participate in a sustainable, fail-safe and results-driven environment where we can truly trust and assist people globally to recover, restore hope, and enjoy true financial freedom. This is a huge task. The recovery drive is just over 6 months old. But this is our vision. You can have a look on our website as well. In the forum, we will do extensive, in-depth due diligences before considering suitable opportunities. People don't do proper due diligences, and that's why we have appointed or are being consulted by an international compliance officer. And the head office is sitting in Germany. One of the stringent compliance requirements is the European countries, specifically Germany. And these are the people that we're dealing with that are helping us. So, suitable opportunities to execute the recovery drive concept with strict terms and conditions and privacy policies to be adhered to, acknowledged, and accepted by the members to the benefit of all participating members in the recovery drive. We're working as a large team together, and our culture that we are striving to is to pay it forward to other people and them getting into the same cultural and insistence that they want to pay it forward to help other people also become financially free. And the first platform that we got involved in is Co-op Life. And we know that we were in Co-op 50/50, which has now transitioned to CoopCrowd. Let's quickly have a look at CoopCrowd and what this 3x10 matrix donation system is all about.
What's your 84?
That's a weird question.
That's because you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah?
Maybe you're starting a business, saving animals, saving people. Maybe you need to save yourself. Whatever that is, we believe you can do it in 84 days. Sounds pretty incredible, right? But what am I talking about? It's called CoopCrowd, and it's the smartest, easiest, most rewarding way to crowdfund. Traditional crowdfunding is cool, but you'll soon realize it's limited. There you are, all on your own, asking for money. Sure, your heart's in the right place, but what if there was an even better way where we all helped each other? CoopCrowd effectively unleashes the power of the people, leverage and sharing to help everyone reach their goals. With the CoopCrowd, people are not just giving a little and leaving. Here, everyone that gives can also receive, until everyone has funded their own cause. Now that's crowdfunding, turning givers into receivers. CoopCrowd is the result of over 20 years of experience developing and perfecting the crowdfunding industry, where we've helped more than 1 million people around the world raise over $1 billion for their individual causes. And here is why CoopCrowd is like crowdfunding with an unfair advantage. Let's say you are, I don't know, building a new home for all your cats and need some extra money. Hey, cats are people too, and we can't all save the world. Would you prefer clown college?
Seriously? Let's not.
Okay, cats it is. So now what do? With CoopCrowd, you can find and support a cause that means something to you. You can then register as an active donor for just $1 a day. A portion of that donation goes to a cause of your choice, plus helps as many as 9 other causes. And as usual in crowdfunding, you start your own campaign asking for people to donate to your cause. Only this time they can join in the cooperative, give to your cause, and help others while getting funded for a cause of their own. And here is where the magic really happens. Once a few of your donors become active donors themselves, the shared donations just keep growing. As each donation is added to the cooperative, it starts a chain reaction, helping 10 causes receive a piece of the pie, over and over again. Think of how many cats you could house then.
The cat thing was your idea, remember?
Or maybe you could go on to save the world. Whatever it is, you can easily see it all happen before your eyes with our online portal. And even better, you can withdraw your money whenever you want, even right away.
So what's the catch?
I get it. It seems all too easy. There isn't one. And if you want, we'll even let you try it free. You choose your goals and then use CoopCrowd to fund them. With the help of a few friends, you can all reach your funding goals in just 84 days. All you need is the dream, and the crowd does the rest. So what's your 84?
I'm thinking.
Don't go it alone. It's time to engage the crowd. CoopCrowd. We give, share, and receive our way to wealth, and we turn givers into receivers.
So that is CoopCrowd. Let's chat about the recovery drive. The recovery drive is an initiative put together by a couple of people that also, like I mentioned, lost funds. And our ambition together, and it should be the whole group's ambition, to become the largest automated paid forward crowdfunding donation system, or just the largest automated paid forward system. So how do we start off? We've got two entities. So people come in through the recovery drive, and then we place them on Coop Life. So we had initial funders that funded the recovery drive so that we could register and pay people on Coop Life, pay for the positions on the pay it forward culture that we're creating. And those funders eventually will be refunded their funds for getting our recovery drive off the blocks. And we will show just now how we're going to refund those funders, because we created corporate accounts or company accounts. Now, any new members who also want to recover financially, who also were involved in other platforms, or people that just would like to make money consistently over a long period of time, can fund their own positions. And if they got extra funds, can optionally sponsor new recovery drive members' positions. Then Coop Life, there are two platforms, the CoopCrowd 25 and the CoopCrowd 250. And the CoopCrowd 250 is a 10x version of the CoopCrowd 25. Both of these are peer-to-peer donation platforms. Every position in CoopCrowd will have its own private digital Coop wallet. So you own that wallet within the system. It is secure. You have to use the two-factor authenticator before you either transfer money, member to member, or withdraw money. And all donations being generated, received, and sent through these two platforms go through this digital wallet. So how do you start off with? You start off with the recovery drive. As a new member, do the application through the recovery drive. We then start registering you and do the payment for you on CoopCrowd 25. And as that is ticked, registered, done, you grow the position with other people below you. And when you are at a certain level, you will be automatically upgraded to CoopCrowd 250. We check that mark out as well. And we will go into these two platforms just now to explain that to you. CoopCrowd 25 and the 10x version CoopCrowd 250. These are the world's first systems where you will receive monthly donations. And they increase from month to month over a period of time until you get consistently sufficient donations to be able to live financially free. So it's a 3x10 matrix. You start registering, or we, through the recovery drive, register you on CoopCrowd 25 and activate you there. And your monthly contribution into the system will be $25 every single month. And we will show you just now how that contribution eventually becomes free. And you will only receive donations. And from these donations, we want you on the pay it forward culture. Help other people to come in as well, so they can benefit from the recovery drive through Coop Life as well. As I said, everybody has their own digital wallet, receiving and sent through your private digital wallet. The CoopCrowd 250 is the same matrix, except it's a 10x version. And when you're at a certain level there, they will upgrade you automatically to the $250 version, where you would be contributing $250 into the system every month. And so do all the other people below you in your structure and in your matrix. And through that one, your income that you will be receiving through the same wallet, those donations will also be of a 10x version, 10 times that of the CoopCrowd 25. So let's have a look how everyone donates $25 in CoopCrowd 25 and what will you receive. Now remember, we also got a recovery drive strategy. This is the CoopCrowd strategy together with recovery drive on donation generations level 1. Everybody will be on a level 1, your own level 1. And then on level 1, you have to bring in 3 people, call them active donors. However, with a recovery drive, we say, share this opportunity with more people. Doesn't only have to be 3. Share it with 9, 10, 20 people. Bring them through the recovery drive, because we will then place them systematically, 3 under each person, into the system. And this becomes very important. So you don't have a single person running away with a leg and then it suddenly stops because people below them do not want to either recruit or share this opportunity with other people anymore. So once we've placed 3 people under you through the recovery drive, your donation of $25 becomes free, because you'll be earning already $26 every single month. In level 2, everybody still contributes $25. But remember, now at this stage, it's free. Those 3 people have to have 3 people based below them or recruited by the 3 people. You now be earning $38 every single month. And this is how it consistently starts increasing. The more members come in to CoopCrowd through the recovery drive, benefiting every single person in the recovery drive on these systems. But on level 2, it helps you to unlock your unlimited bonuses. And we'll show what the bonuses will amount to once the matrix is full. You got level 3, 4, and 5. Remember, every person must have 3 people below them. Whether you share that with us, come through the recovery drive, call it recruiting if you want to. We cannot get away from bringing in more people, but we want to offer them this opportunity like you've been offered the opportunity. At level 5, 363 people in your matrix. At this point in time, you'll be earning $538 every single month. But to help the recovery drive on level 4, where you will be earning $249 every single month, we ask you to help the recovery drive team and make a once-off $200 donation to the recovery drive so we can pay it forward to other people. At $30 a shot, member-to-member transfer, we can help 7 additional people to be placed into the system. But also on level 5, between level 4 and 5, your digital wallet, if you got the upgrade button set as yes, you will automatically upgrade to the 250 version, because you'll be earning $538 every single month. So if it takes a month or 2 to pay the $250, so that the other 3 people that are following you in the matrix over to 250, your contribution will become free again. And your income will become 10x. So everything that you see here, the $26, the $38, $87, even $538, will then become $380, $870, $2,490, $5,380 every single month on the 10x version, 250. Level 6, 7, and 8, the matrix grows. You've got 9,840 people now in your matrix. You'll be earning every single month up to $10,744. And interesting that on level 7, where people will be earning $4,183 every single month, this covers the expenses, the monthly expenses, for 90% of the global population. Levels 9 and 10, the final 2 levels completed, you'll be earning $175,859. Ladies and gentlemen, this does not happen overnight. And yes, in other promotionals and presentations, in theory, if every single person brings in 3 people, and within 7 days, those 3 people bring in 3 people, and those 9 people bring in 3 people, and those 27 people bring in 3 people every 7 days, this matrix under you could be filled in 84 days. But in practice, it doesn't always work out that way. That's why we got the recovery drive team. We want to all help each other. Let's share this opportunity, bring them in, we place them, making sure that everybody gets their fair share, their 3 personals. So let's have a look at the matrix being 100% filled. You'll be earning $175,589 every single month. On the road to fill that matrix, if it's only 50% completed, it's $87,794. At 20%, $35,117. And at only 10%, you'll be earning $17,558 every single month. That is 4 times the amount that the average person's globally, at 90%, their expenses per month. Now, you've decided to upgrade on level 5 to CoopCrowd to 50, you will be 10xing your income, and at only 10% full, you will get 175,589. Now, I don't know about you, but if I've been working for a corporate or my own business and COVID got rid of my business, had to be liquidated, people lost their jobs. People have been working for corporate for 20, 30 years, going to pension. Pension money is not enough. Is it not worth working with a big team like the Recovery Drive over a number of years to get everybody to the situation where you will be earning 17,585 or 175,589? If we all work together on this, this is certainly possible. You've got to trust the system. So let's see 3 ways to receive. So your donations every month, every 28 days, is the 25 those donations that go into the system and $3 fee for the hosting of the system. Now, 100% of all donations, number one, are shared peer-to-peer between the participating members of CoopCrowd. Everybody within the Recovery Drive, it'll be shared between our members. But your contribution, your 100% donation, is split in 3 ways. Or you can see it a different way. How will you receive donations from the people that are making their $25 contribution into the system every month? Firstly, 25% direct donation goes to the inviter. So if you invited 3 people into the Recovery Drive, we place people under you. You might not even know the people being placed under you. You will receive 25% every month of their $25 that they're contributing into the system every month. And that you will receive on the day when they are making their contribution every 28 days. 50% is the cooperative donations. And these are through the 10 generations on this 3x10 matrix. And the other 25%, you've got to become a qualified donor. That is, 3 people below you also have to have 3 people. That is unlocking your bonuses on level 2. Just to summarize, the CoopCrowd 25, it's a 3x10 matrix. Everybody in the matrix contributes $25. System is set in such a way that you cannot withdraw all the money, that those contributions are there every single month. That $28 every 28 days. And on level 4, once again, we just want to ask the people to donate the $200 once off from the $249 that they will be receiving every single month. But those people that are automatically then upgraded to $250, at that same level, you'll be earning $2,490. And we're asking for a once-off donation of $2,000. Remember, $200 donation helps 7 other people that we can pay it forward to. $2,000 once off will help another 70 people that we can put into the system. And this is where we share and we will receive. Every giver shall also receive. And then we're talking about the bonus stage. So once the matrix is full, 88,000 people below you, the total bonuses at this stage is $972,753. Together with the $175 just above it, it's over $1 million every single month. A lot of people cannot fathom that this is possible. Even if it takes a couple of years to do, when we work all together, we will get people to those stages. So the Recovery Drive, we had to do some planning here. We had an idea that we wanted to refund 8,700 people from a previous platform where people just lost money. And I know there are other platforms where people also lost money. So in the Recovery Drive, and this is why the Recovery Drive was started, we did a feasibility. How can we make sure, where can we get involved with to generate income over a period of time that these people actually get their refunds? And those refunds were $7, $16, or a multiple thereof. Here we start off with a minimum of $30 to come in. On the 50/50, it was $60 because you had to pay for the annual software license fee. That was sponsored on a paid forward structure. And we look at the feasibility, we looked at the funders that helped us. We did the planning, then the formalities with David T. Rosen, the founder, who helped us in this process, provided us email addresses. And yes, we had our challenges with 50-50 in terms of the liability that we were carrying, where we didn't want to hand over the 2,600 people's accounts, and we wanted to grow everybody to the 4,000 level for those people that are not familiar with 50-50. And we were advised by our compliance officer that you're running a huge risk. If there's anybody out there about to lose their house and they got funds in their wallet and they can't get access to us, they can come with the lawyers and the courts will not side on our way, and it can actually then with authorities threaten the whole recovery drive. And we had to get rid of that liability. People were asking for their accounts, so we're going to hand over the accounts. We will talk about that just now, and then people can monitor their own account. But then hopefully people will realize how they have to help each other to help themselves in the recovery drive going forward, so that we can increase those donations every month for yourself over a consistent period of time. So let's just take an idea. You got 12,000 people and you want to start on the recovery drive or on Co-op. You need 3 personals. Only 4,000 people of that 12,000 will get 3 people. Now you're taking them from in the group. You got all the funds available, you can do this. You will still sit with a situation where 8,000 people have no personals. Each need 3 personals. You need 24,000 new people coming in here. And if you drive your little network by yourself to get all those people in, it's an enormous task. And we do believe that through the recovery drive, that we can all together achieve that eventually. We got our terms and conditions. That has been resulted out of the challenges that we have. The terms and conditions are about the paid forward culture. So let's look at the automated 6-step participation process in the recovery drive. So you start with your application to the recovery drive. It's an online registration link that you can receive so that you can benefit from the more than 10,000 members that are already part of the recovery drive. Over 2,600, close to 2,900 have been registered and are active. Once you've done the registration there, we then register you on the CoopCrowd 25. We will also have funds from the company accounts that we can bring people in on a regular basis and put them and place them under the people coming in, paying for their own position. And that's step number 3, where any payments that have to be made is crypto, strictly crypto only. Once that payment has been done, your position has been activated, the recovery drive, and we are busy increasing our forum so that the workload is spread between different people, not only between Heinrich, myself, Ben, or a couple of people that are extremely busy at the moment. So we enlarging our group so we can give better service to everybody, better support as well. And we will, through this process that we're going to do, monitor, analyze the progress and growth of the entire recovery drive group, and then give feedback on our website, Telegram channel, and through Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all to come. But the next step number 5, is pay it forward. This is a culture that we're trying to create within the recovery drive. A regular pay it forward concept, either donating your $200 or your $2,000 on the 25 at level 4 or 2,000 on 250. And there are people out there that have decided that once they start receiving monies, $200, $300, $400, $500, that they will donate at least 10% to the recovery drive on a regular basis. Okay, so that will help everybody here because you are in the structure already. The more people we register and activate at the bottom, you will benefit through the whole structure because you will be getting a small amount of the total 50% structure. Right, if you're not unmuted or if you're unmuted and you're making noise, please mute yourself. The next step is share this opportunity with other people. Now, we already said, and we got flack from members saying, but you said we don't have to recruit. People, let's face it, in every one of the platforms where you go in, you have to recruit 3 people or 2 people, etc. Just hold on. Heinrich, are you there? Just hold on for 1 second, please. Okay, I think I sorted that culprit out. All right. So share this opportunity with other people because it's a numbers game. And the more people we can get in, the more everybody in the structure will participate and receive their donations. And if everybody eventually says, my goodness, I'm receiving $2,000, $3,000 every month, I will take $200 and I will pay it forward to more people because it will increase my earnings at the top as well. And this is what people need to understand. And then all those people that you've shared it with, they have to register and go through the same 6-step process. Let's have a look at the structured approach by the recovery drive. So we got a main recovery account under which we registered 6 recovery funding accounts, and they are specifically to fund it on the paid forward structure to people to get more people in. These accounts belong to nobody. It's a company's account, if you want to call it that. Let's analyze each of these recovery funding accounts. And initially, there were 6 major funders that came in. These are the people that put in money. They funded the project to get it off the ground. And they funded between $1,300 to $2,000. And those recovery funding accounts will be responsible to refund those people their initial contributions. We also created 3 additional recovery funding accounts under each of these recovery accounts 1 to 6. So the situation is that we had 36 major funders. They've done their share. They've contributed. We now have to refund them. And these major funders are part of an integral part where they bring in more people because they understand that they will also get more donations every single month as they share this with other groups and bringing those groups in. The recovery funding accounts that we created with an additional 18, 3 under each of the 6. So you take those 18 accounts plus the 6 plus the main recovery account, we've got 25 recovery funding accounts. The sole purpose is to fund other people into the project. Let's look at the membership joining options and the terms and conditions. So you donate towards your own position and optionally sponsor additional recovery drive members. And we will show you those options now. Donate $200 when you reach level 4 and your wallet receives an excess of $200 every month, or $2,000 when you earn $2,400 every month. And then on a continuous basis, why not share the opportunity to benefit more members inside the group that we can place members under? Share this opportunity. So the options to join is your own position, and it's not $60 anymore, it is $30. But to pay $30 on a crypto basis, with the fees included, it comes to about $57. Option 2, own position, sponsor 2 additional members, it's $90. Total estimated fee, including the crypto fees, is $125. Option 3 and 4, you pay for your own position, donate towards your own position, 4 additional members or 6 additional members, and you will get benefit from here on discounts or no contribution down the line when you are at level 2. It's the contribution of $200 or the $2,000. The benefits to members. And here we go again. We said no recruiting and no personal admin required. There's definitely no personal admin required. The recovery drive manages it on your behalf. You can get your access to your positions, especially all the new people when they start coming in now. When we've sorted out the transition, they will immediately get an email and access to the positions. We still got to hand over 2,600 people's accounts. And this is something we've been trying to do for the last 3 weeks. But there are some difficulties in the transition that has to be sorted out properly before we hand over the accounts so that you can start fresh on the system. Automated online registration process, automated position placement, automated donation payments. 100% of all donations are shared peer-to-peer between the participating members, as we mentioned. Receive unlimited donations. There's an automated transaction history in that wallet. So once we hand over the account to you and you were on 50-50, you will see all the donations you received, as well as the donations that you've sent as you progress through the different levels. And this happens in your private secure digital wallet. And eventually you can also print out those reports so that you can hand it over to your accountant, tax advisor, and pay your dues to the relevant tax authorities in the country that you live in. And as you receive monthly donations, it will mean financial freedom to you. And we stress again, share your experience of this life-changing, exciting opportunity with others by donating their positions to, just like you, become financially free, debt-free, and stress-free. So as step number, we pointed out, it's a member registration form, automated registration process. A link is on our website. There's a new link on the website that will happen this afternoon or tomorrow, because we are incorporating, instead of having 12 different application forms for 12 different large groups that we've got one application form from now on, but there's a drop-down menu that you can choose the group that brought you in. You can also say who referred you. Very important, because we want to see from the members who are the active members that are actually referring people. And if there are people sponsoring other people, there is a place where you can say, I have been sponsored by Bix or by Heinrich. You can put those names in there so that we know that. But as you submit this application form, you will receive immediate online confirmation that we have received your application. But you will also receive a copy of your application being sent to the email that you provided us. And ladies and gentlemen, because you haven't loaded the recovery drive and you are new on your contacts, it will most probably end up in your junk mail or spam folder. Just have a look there so that you can find that application form with a copy of that. So it then goes on to the onboarding, where we place all the members and make sure, you can see this is a populated sheet, pre-populated sheet, that every single member will receive automatically via the recovery drive 3 personals. So if you referred people, they come in through the recovery drive, we take them and place them under somebody. And so eventually somebody will be placed under you as well, paid and placed in CoopCrowd 25, ensuring you qualify and receive all available donations, including bonuses due to you in CoopCrowd 25 and 250. Now, CoopCrowd is a new type of crowdfunding. What do we talk about? What do we mean there? You can go and Google crowdfunding companies. So if you've got a new house that you want to buy, or you got a serious medical issue and you've got huge medical bills, you can go out and source and look at crowdfunding companies to help you. Because crowdfunding is all about receiving a little bit of funds from a large number of people. And those platforms are out there. So everybody will be donating towards your cause. It would be nice if somebody can donate towards my new house if I want a new house. But everybody's got their own causes as well. What are they receiving in return? And this is where CoopCrowd is different, because givers also become receivers. And this is what is disrupting the crowdfunding industry. Just like Uber did to the taxi industry. Just like Airbnb did to the hospitality and the hotel industry. And neither Uber own any cars or any assets, nor does Airbnb. They don't own any hotels or any other property, but they've got a platform that is generating funds for them, helping people to easily get from A to B via an Uber or other companies out there that have followed. And the same with Airbnb. You can go and meet some new friends where you stay over and you don't have to pay the enormous hotel fees. And this is disrupting. In CoopCrowd, we give, we share and receive. And I'd like you to listen to what people, actual members that are in the system, have to say. And listen to those words carefully, because it's all about caring for each other, helping each other.
We use CoopCrowd because we help each other.
That's what we do. We fund one another.
We each raise funds for something bigger.
Each time we raise funds for equality.
It's time we raise funds for sustainability.
It's time we raise funds for equal access, opportunities, and representation.
Cooperatively, we are stronger. But it's up to us to ensure the change is for the better.
working together to fund all the right causes.
And we can help fund them through CoopCrowd.
If we each do a little,
we can all receive a lot.
Cooperative crowdfunding. We fund one and we fund all.
And two things here stick out to me very much. Is cooperatively, we are stronger. If we each do a little, we can all receive a lot. And ladies and gentlemen, this is our recovery drive, or shall we call it your recovery drive. And our ambition is to create the world's largest automated pay-it-forward crowdfunding donation system cooperatively with Coop Life and you. So help us to help you, and cooperatively, we will help everyone else. And thank you for joining us again. I know people want some feedback on the transition, but we will hope that eventually we will make your world spin around. It will take time, and hopefully the world will spin around as quickly as it is on the screen as well. Enjoy your new tomorrow, and hopefully we can all live our dreams once again. Let's go to Q&A time. Okay, let me stop sharing there. Mr. Heinrich, any questions that you had to answer so far?
But yeah, there were a few about the transitions and all that. And Jaco suggested that we must get a Telegram group for the people so that they can chat on that. We have a Telegram channel, and you are able to comment on the post, but you're not able to just chat on there to prevent scammers coming on there and taking your information and spam and all that. So that's why we've made it a Telegram channel. But we've asked the leaders as well to get your groups onto the Telegram, because like you also said, every Monday, every Wednesday, we are between 40 and 70 people on the Zoom. It's exactly the same people. So the message doesn't get out to the masses, and there's only 400 and something on the Telegram group. So if you're not on the Telegram group, then send the email to support, and we will send you the link for the Telegram group. I will put in the chat now to for all that the link to the email, and yeah, then we can add you, because then we can send out more information to the people, because we are 2,600 members. There's a few that's got multiple positions. So let's say we've got 2,300. That's only 52 on the Zoom and only 400 and something on the Telegram. So we need to get the message out to the people. So that's basically what it's been all about. And
yeah, so Godfrey is asking, when do we get access to the accounts? Let's just update you people on that one. Quite a few number of people have seen the recording that was placed on the recovery channel, and that was a recording that was erroneously, by mistake, placed by myself. It was a private recording between the forum and Greg, when we discussed with Greg the issues that we're having with the transition. All right, Heinrich eventually removed it. 177 people have seen it, and we've mentioned in the last 2 weeks already that we're going to be talking to Greg. We did talk to Greg. There was the proof of it for those people that saw it. It was a bit of an embarrassment, but nevertheless, we have spoken to Greg. He's put us in touch with David T. Rosen. We are chatting to David T. Rosen to sort out the issues that we're having. It has not gone as smoothly as we all hoped, and I want to assure every single member on this group that the forum, myself, Heinrich, we are busy putting a larger forum together. We'll be dealing with the situation with the best interest at heart for every single member. If there are any suggestions coming through from corporate, from David's side, and we are not happy with that, because there are problems that we got to sort out, and until we're happy, we cannot just hand over the accounts. So last week we asked for patience. We are in the process now of talking to David, because we have pointed out what we wanted and what needs to be discussed. Hopefully within this week, it has been sorted, And we are all ready. So we can send one email out. So everybody will get a personalized email that you can access your account and then manage the account and ask questions afterwards as well. So that is the situation where we are at the moment. And hopefully by Wednesday, we can tell you some more information. Hopefully this thing will be sorted out this week. Put yourself in Heinrich, my, Ben, and our shoes. The stress that we are under, trying to send out all these accounts to everybody. But we must make sure that transition has transpired as it should have been. And if technical issues have come in there and slipped in, mistakes, we are dealing with it on your behalf. Because if we don't sort it out now and we just hand over the accounts, the flood of inquiries that we will be getting from 2,600 people will make us absolutely mad. So all are we asking from the foreign side, please be patient. I had a long meeting with Pastor Earl this morning. You know, he also wanted to find out what is going on. He's brought a big team in here. And we discussed the recovery drive. So our ambition with the recovery drive, ladies and gentlemen, is that in the year 2022, 2023, going forward, when people talk about the recovery drive, they talk about honesty, integrity, transparency. And if you join the recovery drive, you will not make a mistake. With our compliance that we're doing, our compliance, international compliance officer, yes, we are looking at other programs, other platforms, but they have to be 100% legit. They have to benefit the members. When you start getting $200, $300 out of this program, and we all share that with more people, and there are other platforms we can bring to the table, we will eventually share those platforms. But as I mentioned in the presentation right in the beginning, we will do the necessary due diligence, because the recovery drive, the forum, cannot afford to put a platform here on the recovery drive that eventually is a pump and dump and auto failed. At that point in time, the recovery drive would have lost all its credibility. That we won't allow. So please be patient with us. I know people want access to their accounts. We will do that as quickly as possible, but we have to sort out some issues. All right. Yaku, I know that you once asked the question as well, what happened to your $85 that you paid on 50/50? Let me explain that to you. CoopCrowd, the position cost $25 every month. When you were registered on CoopCrowd, the $85 covered the 25 that went into the 25 wheelhouse. Then you had to pay $29.99, let's call it $30, for your annual software license fee for the Co-op 50/50 program. Then the $85 included your fees to make that payment to the recovery drive, and we funded your account and got you going. So here on CoopCrowd, you're getting the same position at $25. But the $3 that you pay extra is for the hosting fee for the program. It is not a once-off again. So yes, for those people that just paid the 85 plus minus dollars to activate themselves on 50/50, your position here is being transferred over to CoopCrowd. And this is the thing that we want to sort out. Those funders that came into CoopCrowd, Co-op 50/50 with $870, where they initially funded their own position and were immediately placed onto CoopCrowd. Plus they funded 10 other people's position at $30 or $60 a shot. We will address that matter to see what benefits can we give those funders back through CoopCrowd and the recovery funding accounts. Please give us some time on that one. We have to make sure that the transition is done successfully, that we can also successfully hand over the account. All right, Yaku, I think you can unmute yourself. You got your hand raised. If you got any additional question.
How's it, Robert, Heinrich? How are you guys?
Stressed, otherwise fine.
Yeah, I tell you, every day when we're on the Zooms, it's like, you get so eager to do things, and I understand you guys are under pressure and doing things and trying your best. So yeah, we all trying our best from our side. And also, I just want to ask you guys, I have tried from my side to invite people, but I didn't try. I got 5 people signed up, but they obviously didn't pay. So they are going to fall under the queue, basically, if I'm right. So looking at when we're getting our wallets and see how much money, I don't think we have earned anything yet. You said about in a month's time, people will actually start earning money. But also in a month's time, the people that's waited in the queue or didn't pay, they will lapse. So the 5 people I have actually brought into the system without paying, how will I get it right for these people to get eventually to be active within the system? If you understand my question.
Fully. Jaco, number 1, did they complete the application form, the online application or registration form under the recovery queue?
Correct.
Okay.
We actually we invited them through the Mula recovery.
Okay.
So I've invited them through that. So they filled in the form and they've received the emails to say that they've been acknowledged and they will be called. So I just want to know, are they now in the system? How is it going to happen going forward now?
Okay, so just for clarification, the recovery queue is what it says. You're going to be in the queue until the recovery funding accounts are placing people from top to bottom, pull them out of the queue, pay their position, and get them active. Okay. Now, once they get active, they will immediately also know that they are now and they can access their accounts. Then they also know they got to play their part in sharing this opportunity with other people. Okay. When a person is in the recovery queue, Jaco, they cannot lapse. They wait there until we pay. The lapse only happens when you're active on the system and you do not pay your $25 every month. Now, the challenge that we as a group had, and last week, Wednesday, we had a gentleman by the name of Segrin who suggested to us that we put the challenge out to the whole group, that on the Telegram group, we put in there what are the numbers that we require so that everybody can get their 3. Now, once you get those people in, remember, they also got to get 3. Everybody coming into the recovery drive onto CoopCrowd have to then play their part, and everybody will then win. Hence our thing, help us to help you, to help everybody else. So Jaco, no, they will not lapse while they're in the queue because they've not been activated yet. And once they get activated, they will know about it and they also got to play their part. I hope that answered your question.
Yes. Thank you, Robert.
Bye, dankie.
Dankie.
All right, any other questions?
Yeah, like I said, there were just suggestions that we must get people on the Telegram group again, they ask. And we are busy expanding our forum, as Robert said, and we're also busy expanding the second in charge if for every position, if you can call it that. So for instance, for me, handling the registrations and make sure that everything flows perfectly there, everybody's registered on the spot that they're supposed to. I need somebody that can replace me. Now, I've got a lady that's helping me with that. So if something should happen to me, then she can just step in and take over and carry on with that. So we are busy putting people in place to help us because like Robert said, we are under immense stress at this stage and we are looking after each other, after our health and all that. But we need somebody that can just maybe say, listen, you take the day, I will stand in for you and we will carry on. So we've got the people together. Robert's already spoken to them. So the expanded forum will be appointed this week. And then we're going to carry on from there on forward. Graham, you've got a question. You can unmute yourself.
Hi, Heinrich. How are you doing?
Good, and you?
Okay. I just wanted to find out, I'm not too sure, the $25 that you have to pay in every month. Is it money that you have to pay every month as in out of your pocket, or is it money that will come then from the system?
If you don't have 3 people under you, then you need to pay the $25 to be active for the next 28 days. And that is our challenge. That is why when Segden last week spoke and he said we must put it on the group so that people can know what is our target to reach. And our aim, our goal, our dream is to make sure that people do not need to pay another $25 or $28. We want the recovery drive to grow and to be able to sponsor the people if they don't have 3 yet. But like I said, that's our aim and we're working hard on that. So yeah, if you build it outside and you don't have 3 people, then yes, you have to pay the $28 to be active for the next month until you've got your 3. But with a drive, we are working hard together to make sure that it doesn't happen to people. But it's a challenge, but we will get there.
Okay, just to expand on that one a little bit, Graham, is
yes,
$28 have to be contributed every 28 days. So every 28 days, you will also receive donations. So for argument's sake, let's make it simple. When they say in the presentations that you will receive every minute, every week, or every day, it's very easy to explain that to you. Right, and I'm looking at members that we've got on the Zoom right now. So Graham, you came in and we registered people then on the 5th of December under you, and we got Yaku on the 10th of December, we got Dix on the 15th of December, and we got Heinrich in on the 20th of December. On those specific dates, every 28 days, they have to contribute their $28. And on those days, as they make their contribution, you will receive your 25% if they were your personals. On the 5th from Yaku, on the 15th from Bix, and on the 20th from Heinrich. All right, and that's how these donations will accumulate. And when you eventually have, and eventually when you have 3, 4, 5, 10,000 people under you, or working up to the 88,000, that system will flip in hell every second, every minute. You will suddenly receive donations in the system coming through, and it's micro donations coming through, but all building up to a complete amount,
a substantial amount, yes,
a substantial amount, aggregating to the amounts that we take, that we presented earlier when you're on the different levels. Okay, now let's go back to once the accounts are handed over. Once the accounts are handed over, you will immediately see whether you got 3 personals under you or not, because it'll show in your team, these are the 3 names. And when you got 3 names under you, your contribution is free. You don't have to contribute anymore, because the system will hold back from your commissions or from your, I don't call it commissions, the donations that you will be receiving through the system will automatically hold back a certain amount so that that contribution by everybody can be made every 28 days. So when you go to the wallet and you want to withdraw your money, it'll tell you, once you put your 2-factor authenticator in, it'll tell you your total balance is X amount, your available amount is less. It will be the $28 less. When you are on the 250, it'll also say $290 that they take off, which is for your 250 contribution and your 28 contribution on the 25. So that will automatically happen so that nobody lapses. But for the sake of transparency and people to understand, if you haven't got 3 people in once you registered, your position will lapse. It will still be in position, but it will lapse because it didn't receive sufficient funds unless you pay that. And we don't want to expect that from members to pay $28 every month. It should be automatically through the system. But through the system, it gives us a 3-month leeway as well before that position is terminated. And this is where we got to talk to the group. And as Pastor Earl always mentioned, the recovery drive, together in Co-op Life where we are, is a pioneering group. Now, Co-op Life, the 50-50 that we had, with all the liabilities, we thought out a brilliant system. But if anybody out there took us on legally, it could close the whole recovery drive, and that we cannot allow, because that would be a disaster. That was one of the reasons now to get rid of the liability and to hand over the accounts to the people is the transition to the CoopCrowd. So eventually, like Segrin said last week, let's put on the groups where everybody knows what the situations. We need X amount of people. And every week we can say we got 500 people that came in, 1,000 people that came in. And that's where we want to head towards, with the total transparency for all the members, and they can see the efforts by each and every member. So also the application form has been changed, where once a person completes the electronic application form, it asks you, who referred you? Not just applied, who referred you? Because we want people to share this opportunity with other people. So Graham, if you shared it with 10 people and you give them that link, say, go to the website, complete it, and just share that I referred you. We know that Graham is active. Graham is doing a share in the recovery drive. And we can address those people that are sitting there and just waiting and waiting. And if they then lapse, it is due to their own doing that they do not share the opportunity with other people. So we'd rather make sure that those people that are sharing get their 3 persons so they don't lapse and they get their contributions every month, and they can contribute every month and start getting their donations every month. Okay.
Yeah. Well explained. Thanks.
Any other questions here?
There was just a question that the people that came in through Mula, they were promised 3 people under them. Yes, that is still the recovery drive's mission and aim to do that. But we also said in our presentations that once that was on the Coop 50/50, once you've received your account, you will donate back to the main recovery account $5,000 and share with or refer a minimum of 3 people. It can go up in 3s to 21 to the amount that the $5,000 would have covered at that stage. So that is still our terms and conditions. Yes, the aim of the recovery drive is to place 3 people under each other, but remember, it's not possible for me and Robert and Ben and some of the team leaders to do that on our own. That's why we're asking the people to refer or to share with 3 people. So just share with it. You don't have to recruit them. The moment that's where I see the difference. When you recruit, you get they pay and they are placed directly under you. You must manage them and you must make sure that they grow as well. That is the whole aim of the collective of the recovery drive. So that's why we only share. And if the people come in, then they join with us and they run with us and they enjoy the recovery drive's aim of being the largest paid forward system in the world. And I think we will still reach that. So yeah, just to answer that question, when people come in, we said we are going to put 3 people under you because that's how we build. If you were on the outside, it can happen that you bring in 3 people and then those 3 maybe bring in 1 and 1 and 1, and then your whole system is going to stop because it's not going to run. We make sure by the way that we built the recovery drive that everybody gets its 3. If it takes maybe a few weeks or a month or whatever, then we will still get there and make sure that everybody gets 3 so that there is a possibility that you will in the near future reach your full matrix of 88,000 plus people. And we've spoken to some of the leaders in Coop Life that are doing this alone, and it's a daunting task to get those 88,000 people. So that's why we stand together, we take hands, we share, and we build the recovery drive with the CoopCrowd 25 as our first project.
Okay, Heinrich, I just want to take the next 2 questions from Chris and Simon.
Okay.
And Chris asked in Afrikaans there, when do we know that we have 3 people below us, and when do we need to pay? It coincides with Simon. Is there any notice if my date is due to pay $25 or $28? Thanks for these questions. Very important. As soon as we handed the accounts over, believe me, we will do training sessions that you understand the back office. In the back office on the 25, you will see it has got a countdown until your 28 days are over. You will also see whether you have got a team or team members below you. If you got 3 team members below you, you should not worry about the countdown, because their contributions, provided they can make the contributions with having 3 people below them, will ensure that you don't have to worry about that countdown timer. Okay, so that is that one there. And then Henny asked, hi all, how can I invite people on the Telegram group? Must I send you their cell phone numbers, or is there a link? Henny, I'm going to get that link right now, because Heinrich, myself, we cannot add more people to it, possibly through our telephone. Let me just quickly go here. I'm going to put the link on here. If you guys can just write it down or copy it, we will put it on the channel as well. We've also meeting the 12 leaders of the 12 different groups that we have every single Tuesday evening at 8 o'clock, so that we combined can take the recovery drive forward. And on that one, I want to make sure that everybody in their group does get the link. So there's the link that I've pasted up for you. If you can copy
I've also
it, please.
pasted it, so now you've got it twice.
But we can put it on more often, that you can bring more people into the system. All right, Graham, have you got another question?
Yes, no, I think you just answered it now, but I just want to make sure. The link, is it a general link referring people, or is it a personal link referring people?
This link that we've given you now is to join the recovery member Telegram channel.
Okay.
The application form will be put on the website. And I think, Heinrich, if you can just put that link for the application form on here as well.
I'm going to try and see if I can get it quickly.
Okay, let me, in the meantime, go web page updated. Andres, Stefan, yes, we are busy with the website guys. They were supposed to come to me today. They're probably still coming around this afternoon, and we will update the website. They've just been very, very busy on their side as well. You know, when you get a job nowadays, they didn't have a job before, you try to cling to your job, because income at this point in time with COVID going around is very critical. And I know that Damon had a job and he lost the job, and he's got now a little bit more time that we can update this. But luckily for his soul, he is starting on the 1st of January or 2nd of January with another position. So yes, we will update that one. It's very critical for us to update it. Right, in the next couple of weeks, a lot of things will happen. I know we're all going to go into the Christmas season. Believe me, from the recovery forum side, we would have hoped that this situation would have been very different this Christmas. But we also said to the people, this will take us 6 months to a year. We're only 6 months down the line. And I have mentioned it before, just across from me is a big mosque that is being built. And you know, when they do the cut and fills on a land that is at a slope, and they've got to shift a lot of earth around to get to the different levels where they're building. And on the level closer to our backside here on the street, they had to cut fairly deeply and took all the sand. They took all the sand with the big trucks to the other side, and then suddenly they hit a massive, massive rock bank, and they had to start detonating the rock and crushing the rock and everything to be able to get rid of all that rock to put in their parking lot. So these are things that are expected with any project. And we've hit a little bit of a rock now. And we've got to work through this rock. But also what I would like to do, Heinrich, I said that I will play a little video. And I want to get this video as well. I just want to get to somebody that has said.
I posted the new updated form on the chat, and please, people, if you've already completed an application form, you do not need to do it on the new form. The new form is just combining everything to make it just a bit easier for us to do the registration when there's a lot of people coming in, which is already happening. So yeah, so if you've already completed the form, you already registered and all that, no need to do it again.
I'm going to share a video with you now on TikTok that one of our members sent us from Vanabel Park. In the old dispensation, he was one of the very critical people of Heinrich, myself, and that people, and we know that turned out to be a scam. This one is not a scam. And the patience that this man has shown and the encouragement he's giving to members, I take my hat off for him. And he forwarded me this video. This video explains exactly what the recovery drive is all about. So just to give you also an encouragement, I'm going to bring in and share this video with you. Just bear with me. Heinrich, can you see this?
Yes, I can.
How many of you are out there chasing a dream or a goal that hasn't come to fruition yet? You're busting your ass, you're doing everything you possibly can, but you haven't seen any movement, you haven't seen any progress, you're feeling frustrated, disappointed, and you want to give up. If this is you, I want you to listen to the gift the universe just gave me, because that was me about 10 minutes ago, and listen to the end, because I promise you it's worth it. I just left the Japanese gardens, and there are these amazing bamboo trees. They're like 100 feet tall. I was so enamored by them. I asked the gardener, I said, how long does it take for these trees to grow? And he said, about 5 years. And I said, oh, so they grow about 20 feet a year? He said, no. He said, in order for these trees to grow, you have to water and fertilize the soil every single day for 5 years. And it's not until the 5th year where you see a sprouting. But once the sprouting occurs, it grows up to 90 feet in 6 weeks. And while I was impressed with the 90 feet in 6 weeks, the impatient person in me was like, so how do you know all your hard work is going to work out? How do you know that a tree is going to grow if you don't see any sprouting? He's like, you don't. You just have to have faith that what you're doing is going to lead to a tree. And I laughed and I said, faith? I'm like, who in their right mind is going to sit there and water and fertilize a piece of dirt for 5 freaking years without seeing any sprouting, not knowing whether they're going to get a tree or not? And you know what he said to me? He looked at me and he said, the person who wants it bad enough. And that hit me hard. How many times are we willing to give up on our dreams because we don't see the sprout, because we don't see progress, we don't see movement? What we have to understand is that greatness takes time. It may take 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is keep watering and fertilizing your dream, because what you're not seeing underneath that dirt is magic is happening. Things are working. Your sprouting is starting to happen, but you have to keep going. You cannot give up on your dreams. You cannot stop watering and fertilizing that piece of dirt, because once the sprout occurs, it's going to grow bigger and better than you would ever imagine. Your dreams are going to be bigger and better than you would ever thought they would be. You just can't give up on this, because the people that reach their dream, the people that get to see that tree, are the people who want it bad enough. Keep watering your dreams, my friends.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is extremely powerful. And please do not compare Heinrich and me with dirt that you've got to keep watering all the time. The recovery drive, we're putting a foundation together. And we've got to work at this. We might not see the results immediately now, but together we are stronger. If we each do a little, we will all receive a lot. It will take some time. And this analogy of a video hit home with me as well. So to Kobus in Vanabel Park, thank you for sharing this. And I hope this will inspire some people on here as well, that you understand what we are busy with. And there is more to come from the recovery drive, ladies and gentlemen. When we said we're looking at other platforms, we are looking at other platforms. And we make sure that our compliance team is making sure that those are not any of these pump and dumps, any funny stuff. And when we're ready, we will bring this to the recovery drive. And as you've noticed, the Co-op Life in front of recovery drive has been removed in our presentations. Together, we are the recovery drive. We want to create the largest paid forward system with you and everybody else. And that we can do through different forms of reliable platforms that are viable and produce the results. And at this point in time, we're sitting with Co-op Life, we're sitting with CoopCrowd. The transition has happened. We hit a rock. We're going to sort out that rock. We're going to chip it off until we know we're moving forward. And when that happens, we send all the accounts out to you. You will know whether you got 3 people under you or not. You will see the wallets. Let's work together on this one. I thank you. Any other last questions before we end the Zoom? And I also want to wish to thank the support from our American people that are on the Zoom as well. Good morning to all of you, and have an awesome day. And all the other people here, thanks for your faith in the recovery drive. And Heinrich, myself, Ben, and other people are expanding the forum to take the workload of us so we can concentrate on bringing in those big groups so that we can place more people under you. But let's do this together. Heinrich, thank you for your support over the last couple of months, and all the other people, the admin people, and also there are some of the new funders that are on this call. Looking forward to work with you. We've got a huge challenge ahead of us to make sure that this recovery drive will become successful, and that everybody in the next years will look at the recovery drive and say, that's a platform that people can rely on. And that is for everybody around the world, including Runa in Papua New Guinea. Have faith in us. We hoped it would have been a better Christmas. Let's hope we will have all a much better Christmas next year. Just keep on having faith. Like that lady said, let's water this one, let's work together on this one, and we will see the sprouts coming out and growing. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Have a super afternoon.
Thank you, Robert.
Good night to the people in Papua New Guinea. Thank you, Pastor Logan. Thank you, Pastor Graham Hutton, as well, for being on here again. Much appreciated. Okay, let me stop recording.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you.